So educators are finding themselves in one of the toughest spots ever in our history. The state of Texas really needs a total makeover when it comes to funding. We've been waiting on legislators to make up their mind and release funds for these teachers. Obviously, you see that there's a gridlock really in between two parties because they want funding for this, no funding for that. In the meantime, the teachers are caught in the crossfire. So what do? There are people out there who are working endlessly at a cost that's not fair to them. They're not able to provide the school supplies because budgets are very tight. So these educators are having to spend money out of their pocket. Now that's nothing new. That's been going on for a very long time. But now that there's a lockdown, that there's a head-on battle really between the two parties here in the state of Texas, it's time for us to begin to defend the budgets for educators. One of the things I can tell you as a conservative is that most educators vote liberal. They vote Democrat. Why? For two reasons. Number one, because of the pay, because of the funds that are not being provided for teachers to get a good raise and so that they can make a decent income. Number two, the STAR test. I'm speaking to all my elected official friends. It's time to fight for educators. I speak to you as a conservative that if we don't begin to help the educators get what they need, we're going to continue to see a surge in this liberalism in the education system. Most teachers don't vote Democrat or liberal just because they truly are liberal in policy. In fact, a lot of educators are a lot more conservative than you would know. But because of those two issues, they're giving their vote to people who don't really care about everything else that goes on in the classroom. Now, as a conservative, I'm calling once again our elected officials. It's time to rise up, defend the teachers, give the funding so that we can begin to see our education system flourish. Right now, there's a mass exodus, or at least that's the rumor around town, that there's a mass exodus from educators. They're tired of working for little to nothing. In addition, the demands that are put on them are unreal. It's time for our legislators to fight not just for budgets, but also for some control over how much is put into the hands of an educator. I'm Teresa Lusk, and I really want to hear your thoughts. Don't forget to comment below and subscribe.